Hello and welcome. Kerry here from Healing Humanity, the power of a proper human diet. And today I'm thankful, grateful, blessed, honored to welcome Mimi back to the channel and Adam, but mostly Mimi. How's it going, Mimi?
Oh, it's going great. Great. It's good to see you both. It's been a while.
It's good to see you, Mimi.
Yeah,
And I'm doing good, Gary.
I'm joking. No, it's great seeing you, Mimi. I am so thankful you're here. You are a huge part of our documentary. Your story is just incredible. You've been on my channel. You've been on some other channels as well, sharing your story. But I can't wait for people to hear and watch your story in the documentary because it's very inspiring. It's very powerful. So we're so grateful for you sharing your story. And the purpose of the call today was to chat with you a little bit, share a little bit of your story with the audience here, and then show our new trailer that you're in. So, and you haven't seen it yet, which is really exciting for us. You can watch it live with us.
Yeah.
So,
I like surprises.
Yeah.
Everybody's been sending it to me, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to look until I see it with you.
I love it.
I can't wait. Then I'll watch it a couple times.
Good. Well, Mimi, maybe for those that aren't familiar with your story, can you share a little bit about your health journey?
Sure, I'd be happy to. I'll give you like a 5-minute version. It's really long, but I've been an athlete most of my life and accomplished equestrian, mostly plant-based. Was vegan for 6 years. Let work and everything catch up with me and stopped doing the things that kept me healthy. And eventually my low-fat way of eating really caught up with me. And so I'd say in the late 50s, rheumatoid arthritis was the first illness that hit me. 2 years to the month, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, which was a huge, absolute devastating blow to me. Having one and having the joints affected and everything and limiting my activity was rough. And now I'm having cognitive issues and motor issues. I mean, just balance issues, everything. And then about a year after that, it looked like I was a multiple system atrophy suspect, which is a more advanced form of Parkinson's. And it doesn't really rear its ugly head till about 5 years when it shows. So my health was pretty bleak. I did have a good day one February. It was a pretty day because my attitude really wasn't good. This really just absolutely beat me down. I'm in my early 60s at this point, and ended up by accident walking 4 miles. I lost an earbud. Actually, these earbuds right here, my son-in-law bought me, and one had fallen out without me realizing, and it was a brand new, expensive gift. I walked back for it. And of course, it was at the 1 mile mark, and then I had to return home. It was 4 miles. Gave me a little, actually, I was pretty pumped, thinking, wow, I just did 4 miles. Where did that come from? Sat on a bench and proceeded to have a stroke. And it was a medium-sized stroke. I came through it pretty quick, but unfortunately, the IV that was administered either in the hospital or the ambulance, I don't really know, was infected with a MRSA, which for those of you people that don't know is a deadly bacteria. It was not caught in time. It was caught actually a little bit late. Was on antibiotics, a PICC line. I'm walking around with a bag at home, pretty sick. Ended up back in the hospital. The antibiotics were the wrong antibiotics, and it had now spread to my spine. And now I'm fighting for my life. Had emergency surgery in the middle of about 1 a.m., 3 a.m. I got out. And my outcome was bleak. I had less than a 50% chance of surviving. I definitely would most likely be disabled, not only from the Parkinson's, but the infection had destroyed a part of my spine, had another curve, not to mention the fact that MRSA hides and encapsulates. And it allowed to seat for long enough that they suspected that it would always be in my body. And about a year later, I was released and was ready to quit. And my famous mailbox story, which I won't say two more, I know you filmed it. I received a divine message, a message from God, as I'm turning around literally to quit. My family's thinking of putting me in a home. And as I absolutely decided to let it take me and turn in defeat, I heard, okay, so how many steps can you do? And I thought for a second and said, I have just 10 more steps in me. And I turned around and took those steps. And that was the catalyst for fueling me to take 10 steps every day, which led me to keto and then eventually carnivore. And I'm coming up on my second year carnivore, 2 years clean keto, and it was really limited. It wasn't that far away from carnivore. And now I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm off of 13 plus medications. All my diagnoses, I'm either in remission or they're gone. Everything's fine. I was on 1,200 milligrams of carbidopa levodopa a day, which is what about somebody in their 8th or 10th year? And I'm on that on my 3rd year. I'm popping pills every 3.5 hours. In fact, my prescription was 900 pills, 300 pills a month for that, just one prescription for my Parkinson's med, which only masked my symptoms, didn't help. So I'm taking pills 3.5 hours, every 3.5 hours just to function. I mean, we're not even talking thriving. And I've been off of those for over 4 years. I have no neuro symptoms. My cognitive has restored. I'm active. I now walk 18 miles. I weight train, and I'm doing great.
It's amazing. Your story is just amazing. It's just a testament to, I can't imagine much more suffering. It's like, really? Now stroke, Parkinson's, and now MRSA, and you end up in the hospital and all of these things. Is it kind of hard for you to believe now? Like, you changed your diet, changed your nutrition, and you're absolutely thriving now and off all medications pretty much from changing your diet?
Yeah. My diet outperformed everything, all the medications. I mean, it is. I mean, every day I thank God, but every day I'm just like, wow. And my family too. I just visited them in Colorado, and my son-in-law, who was very good at one point, saved my life. I would have died of sepsis that night if he hadn't insisted, despite being threatened to be taken out by security, insisted the MRI, which showed that I did have an infection. Because the 3rd time in the hospital, I'm complaining about back pain, and they're saying, your labs are fine. I mean, you need to just go home. And anyway, so I just saw them, and we had a moment alone. And he said, every time I see you, it's like you're getting better and better, healthier and healthier and stronger. And he said, I just can't believe, because it's really only been 4 years, the reversal. So 6 years ago, I had this stroke, which was a turning point of things worse. It was close to 2 years before, I discovered diet. So it's really, 4.25 years. And he said, for you to just, even in that short amount of time to do it, he said, I just look at you and I just can't believe you. I mean, I just can't, I don't recognize you. It's just incredible. And I feel that way. I feel that way too. And I hope I really kind of hope I do. I hope, because it's great not to lose sight of where you've been and where you've come now. It can fuel you.
Right. That was one of my favorite parts about filming your story. Your story was incredible. All of that was amazing, but then kind of witnessing your gratitude. I remember one point filming you, and you almost got a little emotional, saying how you're just overflowing with gratitude just to watch the sunrise every morning.
I still am.
I love that.
I still am.
Adam and I have filmed for this documentary 60 interviews all over the world. Wow. And there's a couple common threads that pop up here and there. And that's another one. It's just this overwhelming, amazing gratitude that they didn't have before. Probably has something to do with, you get a second chance at life. It's hard kind of not to be grateful, but I don't know if it's almost something deeper than that.
I believe it's something deeper, and I'm not sure if I could express what it is. I feel like when you go through something like that, something that takes you so close to death, something that takes you or to a place where things are looking bleak and you find healing, it's not through a medicine, it's not through a pill. It's really about being good to yourself, nourishing your body, appreciating the sun rising, getting exercise, going to bed, watching the sunset in gratitude. There's just a deeper connection there that's really hard to express. And yes, a second chance is part of it, but I almost think you're changed on a cellular level without sounding like odd or okay, she's off a rocker, but there is a profound change because my facial expressions, my eyes changed. So many things about me changed from the healing that I went through.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint, but I'm with you 100%. It's just a profound change. It's you have to experience it. It's hard to describe. You almost have to experience it.
And it is a common thread. I have friends, and there seems to be that common thread. You can kind of just look at each other and you're like, oh, I know you went to hell and back, and you look at life different too.
Right. Yeah, you've been through so much, Mimi. I feel like you would have just been happy to just kind of be normal and just kind of not be in pain and suffering anymore. But you've, as you said, you're a force to be reckoned with. You are taking it to a whole new level. That was the other part. Adam, you probably remember this too, filming Mimi. We had trouble keeping up.
I definitely want to delve into that after we watch this first trailer. There's quite a bit to talk about in that area.
Yeah, why don't we roll?
That was a fun moment for me. I got a little pleasure out of that.
Yeah.
It worked hard to get there, and you two are in pretty good shape. And of course, you had 100 pounds on you, but it's like you're going to have to keep up with me. We're going to the top of the bridge.
Right.
So yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. We had a workout. Well, let's chat about that a little bit more, but yeah, we'll show the first trailer. There's a lot of new faces and names here that haven't seen the trailer yet, and we actually filmed this trailer before we met and filmed Mimi. The second trailer we're going to show you was after we filmed Mimi, and Mimi's in that second trailer. But for those that haven't seen the first one, we wanted to show you guys this one first. So without further ado, here is our first Healing Humanity trailer.
I've been a doctor for nearly 30 years now.
We've all been misled for so long.
They gave me pills for anxiety. They gave me pills for depression.
Our bodies are so deficient and so malnourished that of course you're going to get diseases. Of course you're going to get sick.
I believe that I may have caused my cancer.
It is no way to live. It's a nightmare.
I was just so hopeless for so many years. It just kills me to know that the answer was out there the whole time.
Just because you put something in your mouth and chew it doesn't make it food. Food is species specific.
We can sit back and we can say the bloody doctors, it's not their fault. They were trained and they're doing what they were trained to do.
The thing that really pisses me off is that the people that we should have been able to trust, the literal organizations that we look up to protect us, are the people who have done the majority of the misleading.
I'm 82 years old, which is just a chronological number. So you put the right fuel in the engine and the engine works.
I've now transitioned from a disease manager to a disease healer. I've transitioned from a drug dealer to a healer.
3 weeks ago, I didn't know this man, Bill, from Alaska. Bill is 700 pounds and he's been stuck in his house for 4 years. You nervous?
I'm nervous, scary. I live in Alaska, the most incredible place on the planet. I had to have a toilet put, a few feet from my bed, which I can barely walk to as is. I have not been outside in over 4 years. This is life or death for me. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm sorry about that.
Here.
Man. Thanks, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now, for the first time in a long, long time, I'm looking towards the future, which I've not had in such a long, long time. And it's just the most incredible feeling.
All right, there we go. We got some good comments. Everyone seems to get emotional with the Bill part.
Every part of it's emotional. As soon as you start, it got emotional for me.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't want people to cry, but that's kind of the theme of the documentary. Is these stories are so real, they're so powerful, and we're really trying to highlight the stories. There's a lot of documentaries where it's all science, and a little bit of stories. Ours is more focused on the stories and then supported by the science. We've got 9 doctors and experts in the project, but really the focus are stories like yours, Mimi, and others. I think that's what's going to change people and inspire people more. Let's seeing someone like Bill being able to find healing, or yourself. People are going to be able to resonate with that and hopefully be inspired to find healing more than they would have otherwise. So, speaking of healing, so we were touching on this before we showed the trailer. You put me and Adam to work. We were trying to keep up with you.
It was a little bit more than work.
If I remember right, it was kind of warm too when you were here. I think we did the bridge like 11 in the morning, 11 noon, like in the heat of the day, of course.
Yeah. What
tough.
was the distance on that roughly?
So the whole bridge went back. So to the top, I think it's a mile and a half.
Mile and a half.
I think a mile and a half. Yeah.
Up a big incline on a bridge.
Yeah, and that's a long one. It's really deceptive. It doesn't look like much, but boy, it's brutal.
Mm-hmm. We were chasing you with the cameras. We got some great footage. It's just amazing to see kind of the juxtaposition, thinking about you on the park bench having a stroke, and now you're sprinting up this bridge, and then you did a bunch of weightlifting afterwards that we recorded as well. And you've been training. Can we talk a little bit about the training?
Yeah, we sure can. I've come a long way since a year and a half when I last saw you.
Yeah, I'm scared if we came again.
Oh my goodness.
I know, you'd really be in for it. Yeah, I know. The boss, I still train with the boss. I'm up to 4 times a week, and she's like, slow down. And, I just light up when she starts, racking the weights heavier. She said, you look like a 12-year-old little boy with, that he's getting to do something really heavy or whatever, because I just get so excited, but I love it. And I've been working hard.
That's incredible. And the other big memorable moment from film, well, there's a bunch of memorable moments, really. One thing that I was so excited about and thankful and grateful for was having my girls there.
I know, they're wonderful.
They love you, Mimi, and afterwards.
We hit it off really well. We really did.
Yeah.
I have 3 daughters. It was just natural, and it was great to have them.
It was amazing. Like, I was really appreciative afterwards, just thinking, what better role model for them? And all my girls now are eating a proper human diet. I think then Katie was kind of experimenting her keto. She's doing pretty good, but seeing your inspiration, what you're doing, working out, exercising, cooking, your gratitude, swimming in the ocean. Like,
that was another fun moment.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. We filmed you, and the girls were there helping film, getting in the ocean.
That was
with you.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, you remember I'm not going to say anything more. I hope it makes the cut of the film, but you remember, Adam, you putting the camera down, and then we got distracted with filming, and then you picked the camera up and we looked at it.
Yeah.
And what we saw.
Yes.
On the beach. Yep. I get goosebumps still thinking about that moment.
Yeah,
that was absolutely incredible.
It really was. I mean,
We were hoping for a nice sunrise, but really everything was just perfect.
It really was. And all I'm going to say is that cross had been moved. It was on the right and it got moved to the left. It had been on the right for 3 weeks and it's never been there again. And it got moved to the left where that's where the sunrise was coming up. It was a pretty incredible moment.
Providence keeps happening through this whole thing.
I bet it does.
So it's getting kind of eerie, but it's not. It's reassuring. It is what it is. The other really memorable thing, and we actually have people talking about it in the chat. Sandra, One Hope for All, the meal that Mimi made me, because like on carnivore, I don't even really care. I just eat burgers, eat steak over and over and over again. But you opened our eyes up to we still want the Mimi restaurant. The beef shank meal was one of my best carnivore meals, and we've since done it a couple times here. And now I'm getting a craving to do it again. I think Sandra said she was just recently trying it.
I do it every week still. It's my favorite. It
was so good.
Yeah.
Beef shanks, slow, what do you call it? Not roasted, but
the braised.
Braised, yeah, braised beef shanks.
I'm still waiting for my cook-off against a steak because I still think I can beat a steak.
Yeah, do a taste test. Oh, it was so good, so good.
Yeah.
So Mimi, what you're doing a lot now? What plans do you have for the future?
Oh gosh, I actually really kind of had a little bit of a quiet period, and then I don't know if you knew, but last year I entered OCIA. I just felt led to convert to Catholicism, and I spent a good part of 9 months studying, and was converted on Easter Vigil. It's been truly remarkable, the impact that this has had on my life, especially my prayer life, my faith. I've made a lot of good friends. God's put so many people in front of me, a lot that through X. So, that's really where my focus was a good part of last year. Now let's see what I'm doing. I'm still working on, and I'm grateful for that. It really was something that I thought about before I got sick, and then I just set it aside. But I'm still working on training. It's been warm. As soon as middle of September, I'll start the walking and training for the Camino. I will start that back up again and doing the distance walking. Just decided I'm just fighting myself trying to walk in this heat here. It's just warm. I am studying to be a certified personal trainer. Hopefully I finish that in 2 months. And I decided I'm just going to jump in and do it. It's something I've thought about doing a little bit. I love it. It's important to me. So I have that I'm working on. Now that I have a little free time, I started that book that everybody's been pestering me about and that I know I should write. And I'm working hard on that. It's not easy. It's pretty vulnerable and it's pretty raw and riveting. And so, I have to get in touch with an enormous amount of emotions and dig deep. Kind of, like how you did when you were interviewing me. We kind of slowly probe and go away, but I've been working on that and that's doing really good. And then I pitched to and I'm waiting to hear, we'll see what happens, proposal to Hallow. Hallow is a Catholic app, prayer app, history, a number of other things, but it's faith-based, and pitched that. So, I've got a lot going on. Plus, I'm still working part-time at the senior center and, getting all my exercise in and cooking and, trying to stay out of trouble.
Wow.
That's I've been thinking about it because I've been really working hard on my writing this week. It's been flowing. And, 5 years ago, my day consisted of getting up, showering, making a meal, walking to the mailbox. And pretty much I was wiped out, and that was my day. I mean, that was pretty much all that I had to do. Maybe I'd fold the laundry, but I still even had somebody who came in and did the cleaning, and somebody that would come and help me, with the grocery shopping and chores. I mean, I was not mobile. I mean, and I was in a lot of pain, and I was still really sick. So, I mean, that's a pretty jump from that to what I'm doing now.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what you're doing. You're just getting started. Just getting started.
Well, in some ways, I feel like it. It's pretty exciting. And we'll see what doors open and what happens. Like my 10 steps for walking, I had no idea where that was going to take me. I have no idea what I'm doing will take me. But I trust God's going to point me in another direction if whatever I'm doing is not right.
Right.
So I'm just saying yes to life and going for it.
I love it. Hey, we got a lot of
Mimi,
comments.
I got to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Yes, Mimi does look stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Quick question. So in this book, is there going to be a chapter on triplets and magic tricks?
Yes. You better believe it will be. Yeah, I'm going to do I'm going to do the time period, and I might go back a little bit more briefly for a couple little stories, but it's really going to be from the time I got sick until I finished the Camino. So, the last part of the book, this last year, I haven't lived yet. So we'll see what comes in with that. But it will definitely include the time I spent with you, and it will definitely include the magic tricks with the girls.
That's
that
awesome.
was a fun night. So yeah, that certainly is going to be part of it.
I love it. So please try to remember when you start to train for the Camino to text Carrie that you're starting that process. So that way he gets a head start.
Okay, I will be September 15th. And you're younger than me, so you're not going to have to work as hard or ahead, but I like to be prepared, and I also like to go into something knowing that I could walk 2 Caminos.
Right. Maybe for those that don't know,
it's a little risky just being able to do one. So I'm going to be training knowing that I can do 2 back to back to make the first one easier.
Just one more Camino, just one more.
Right. That's exactly right. I'll be saying that. I still do now. For
those that don't know, Mimi, can you talk a little bit about the Camino?
Yeah. So it's the pilgrimage, the Way of St. James. It's 500 miles across Spain. It's to the northern part of Spain, and you end up at the Compostela de Santiago. I have to brush up on my Spanish so I can say it better. It was a dream that I've had for ages, and I had long given it up. Something that I could never do. And then, I'd say about a year after I got sick, my daughter and her husband were in Spain, and the place where it starts, they happened to be. And my daughter went into you get a passport, you get a shell, which you wear around your neck, and you get a passport in each town, you get it stamped, saying that you've gone to all of these little villages. And my daughter convinced the man who said, I can't stamp it. And my daughter said, you don't understand. My mother will never walk it. And this has been a dream of hers, but I just want to give her the first stamp and the shell. And hopefully that will inspire her to walk again. And at this point, I wasn't even doing a half a mile. And so he relented, because my daughter's really persistent and cute. And so she got the shell and the passport and brought it back. And I remember lying in bed, and she hung it around the lamp in front of me and put the passport there and said, Mom, I hope this inspires you. I still was not in a good state of mind. And I said, thank you. But in my mind, I was saying, another reminder of something I can't do. And because it just stung me. I mean, I was not in a place of gratitude then. It was everything hurt. Every thought of what I could do I mean, of what I wanted to do was gone for me. And so it was just a painful reminder of something else I couldn't do. And I kept it there. And here I am.
It's amazing.
So she was wiser than me.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a great gift because I saw it and I thought, why don't I do it now? I mean, I can do it. I'm well enough. There's no risk. I've been training long enough, and I decided, I'm going to do it now.
Your kids are amazing too. When you think about it, your daughter and your son-in-law, the couple of big, huge milestone events in your life. Amazing.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate and blessed.
Yeah.
I really am. It's been a hard road for them. It really was, watching me deteriorate rapidly.
Right. 10 steps to 500 miles. It's
Yes.
crazy.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Incredible.
So inspiring. That's what the comments are saying too. And Mimi, so we showed the trailer yesterday and we got a bunch of comments and quite a few. I want to hear more of Mimi's story. We got quite a few of those. Here's one from Diane that just came in now. Mimi is so inspirational to me. Looking great, Mimi. Glad to see Mimi on here. She is awesome.
Ryan's a fellow Catholic and carnivore. I know a lot of these people from X. Yeah. And nobody is more than nobody. She's somebody. She's a dear friend.
Sandra, One Hope for All, fellow Catholic. This was my first time having beef shank. I'm going to get more often. Loved it.
Way to go. Use your, can they hear me?
Yep.
Use your bones, save your bones from your shanks for your bone broth. Yeah. After you're done with your shanks, save your bones.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Well, should we show the new trailer?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Absolutely.
So just to preface this real quick, we have multiple trailers for different purposes. There's going to be another trailer after this that is going to be more for the general public, more for people that might not even know what carnivore or keto is. It's going to be more accessible. And the purpose of that one is like your typical trailer to try to get people to come watch the film. This trailer we're going to show you now had a little bit of a different purpose. The purpose was to kind of show the scope and scale of the project that we've filmed so many people all over the world. We've had an incredible support group, donors that have donated to our GoFundMe that have made this possible. And for a long time, they're like, what's going on? We saw that trailer we showed earlier, and they didn't realize, like, Adam and I have traveled all over the world. We filmed all over Canada, all over Australia, all over the United States. So it's really turned into a much larger project than we ever anticipated. And there's the main documentary, but we're also doing a series. So we've filmed all over the world for both of those. And the good news is we're completely done filming for the main documentary. Our last interview was Dr. Sean Baker, interview number 60. And we're fully in post-production and editing. And so we're done filming for the documentary. But it's the most expensive, hardest part, doing all of the editing. And then once we're done with that, the marketing part of it is the most expensive part. So we really appreciate everyone that's donated and everyone that continues to donate and support us. And before I forget, because I forgot to mention this earlier, if you go to healinghumanity.movie, you can see the trailer that we're about to show you. Stay right here. You can watch it. But if you want to share it afterwards, you can go to healinghumanity.movie. You can sign up for our free newsletter there where we'll tell you when we do the next trailer and when the documentary is done. We won't spam you. It's just exciting milestones in the documentary. And a lot of people have been asking, how can we support you? The best way is to share the trailer, post it on Facebook, X, anywhere you can share it will really help us. Be an example to your family. Do the best you can for yourself. And if you're interested if you purchase our shirts, every penny from that goes 100% to the documentary. And if you donate on GoFundMe, all of that can be done at healinghumanity.movie. And 100% of our donations for GoFundMe go towards the documentary. I don't get a paycheck. This is a passion project. And we really appreciate all of the supporters. And hopefully we can continue some of that so that we can do the series afterwards. We're really excited to do the series and have a whole episode on mental health and all these other health issues. So
real quick, Carrie,
before you
press play, I want to tell Mimi something. So if you see something in this trailer and you're like, Wow, that is an amazing shot. It probably was me, but I'm just kidding. Carrie's got a lot of great shots in there.
I know it was you. You're really very good.
It might be Emma. Do we have any Emma shots in there? We might have one or two.
Emma was fighting the waves, filming me in the water. But right. You're both a wonderful team. I mean,
Carrie's got a lot of great shots.
Yeah, really, real quick, because I'm sure I'm going to get even emotional with the next one. I just did a post and I said, I mean, Carrie, you just had a way of prying the corners of my heart. I mean, there was one moment in particular which was pretty incredible. It was like, where did that come from? And it just happened. And Adam, you had the camera inches from my soul. And you really did. I had no awareness the camera was around me, and I know you were like right up there. But you both are incredible, and the experience was just unbelievable. Not to mention that I felt, being interviewed for this is different than the podcast, because it's just us in a room. You could hear a pin drop. Pretty vulnerable, and I have to hand it to both of you for just what an incredible experience it was. So thank you.
Thank you for your nice words. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for that.
It was a good team effort. You did amazing too, Mimi.
You're the star of the show, Mimi. You're the rock star.
You went in. I know you were nervous, rightfully so. I'd be nervous if people came in my house and set up a bunch of cameras, but you got into just the flow, just sharing your story and sharing your truth, and it was really powerful. I can't wait for people to see it. So here we go. Here's the trailer number 2. And again, this was to show kind of the scope and scale of all the people we filmed for this. I'll just roll it and be quiet now. Here we go.
When I walk into a grocery store and see thousands of items on the shelf, that does not register in my brain as food. And of course, it's not. This has never been food to any human being for the entirety of human history.
We've been soaking up the wrong information for so long.
Everything I thought I knew about nutrition turned out to be wrong. And it doesn't take that long to figure it out if you look at the actual science.
Your body, even though you feel like it betrayed you years ago, you actually betrayed it.
I was following the rules and getting sicker for it.
I was hopeless. I was really hopeless, and I thought, this is the way it's going to be.
I don't think I would have made it. I honestly don't. I mean, I was 69 pounds, almost hooked up to a feeding tube.
I probably had 30 days left until I was dead.
My thought was I'm going to die, and I'm not going to have a chance to tell everybody that I love them one last time.
That's just more pills and more pills and more pills and more sickness and more disease.
I look at people now on the street and I see them not doing well, and I just wonder what the food that they're eating is doing to them.
We're learning from our past way of eating that somehow we're damaged and diseased.
I want to live in a world where every doctor is not managing disease, but trying to get to the root cause of why people are sick in the first place.
That's what being a doctor's all about, isn't it? Being able to take somebody who's got no hope and give them hope. And it's a real hope. It's a true hope. It's not a false hope. I'm not interested in any other profession.
There you go, right in my face. Perfect. I just remember being so excited about being alive again.
Changing my diet, absolutely saved my life.
Plain and simple, I would not be here today.
I have my life back.
It was like with a new lens, new eyes, was using them for the first time.
Even though I'm 5.5 years in, I still wake up feeling impressed.
I felt the best I ever felt in my life.
I never thought I'd have a life. I really thought my life was over. And if I hadn't have found this lifestyle, that I would not be sitting here with you today. No way.
I'm 82 years old, which is just a chronological number.
Pull yourself up, you swing your leg over, and you're over
It's not healthcare, it's sick care. We don't need doctors if we're eating properly. We don't need medications.
Oh, wow. Is that my ocean?
That was, yeah. I saw you look, and I'm like, I wish I could pause it because, yeah, in the beginning, that was you.
In the beginning, but at the end, you have the ocean. Is that Sullivan's where you film? Oh, so I like that even more.
There's a couple. The tricky part was we're trying to show the scope and scale, and we interviewed so many people, so it's a lot. But yeah, there's quite a few little clips of you. You were swimming in the ocean in the beginning, then you were on screen speaking, and then yeah, the whole end part was the
and in the beginning, the walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
oh, thank you. I'm glad
Yeah,
you liked it.
I love it. I really do.
We're excited to get to the next stage now, and we're close. We're done filming, so we're just doing post-production, but I can't wait for people to see. I can't wait for them to see your whole story. We're going to have the main documentary and then the series where there'll be episodes. And then after that, we're hoping to also have an episode for each person in it. So if they fall in love with Mimi from the main documentary, they'll be able to watch a whole episode just about Mimi's story. So that's the goal.
Yeah, exciting. It really is.
Awesome. Wow, we got some great comments coming through, some good feedback. So, Mimi, if people are interested in hearing more of your story or following you, what's the best way for them to connect with you?
So I'm on X all the time, and it's Mimi K. Morgan. I'm like, oh, let me make sure. It's been a while since I've asked. I've taken a break from doing podcasts. I just needed to be fresh this year. Yes, Mimi K. Morgan. So it's been a while since somebody's asked me. Yeah, I just need to take a break and focus on a couple of things. I probably did 20, 25 of them in the last year and a half. And, they're a little emotionally draining. And it's like, okay, you can listen to one if you really want to hear it. I just wanted to be fresh. So I've taken a little break. But Mimi K. Morgan, I have a link. My first podcast with you was a fabulous one. So they can go to Healing Humanity and listen to the story. That was long. That almost went an hour and a half, but we covered a lot of material. I did one with Adam, so that's another good one. We talked more about the Camino on that one.
Wonderful.
I'm always on X. I'm on Instagram. It's Mimi Morgan K at the end, but I'm not there as often.
All right. Well, we thank you so much, Mimi. I'm really so grateful that you shared your story in our documentary. I'm grateful that you came on here today as well.
Thank you for having me. My pleasure.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you so much, Mimi. You're a rock star. And make sure you do go follow her on those socials because she may be your next coach.
Yeah. Thank you so much for everyone for joining us. Yeah. Thank you for all the nice comments, for everyone joining us. And again, if you just watched the trailer, getting some great feedback in the comments, again, if you want to rewatch it or share it, you just go to healinghumanity.movie. Healinghumanity.movie. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Adam. Have a good night, everyone. See you on the next one.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.